So I'm a living example of what happens when you move from living from the mind to living from cosmic intelligence, which is the subject of the new book, The Power of Moving On. So I grew up in Leicester and in the UK, and I went to a grammar school which was very academic. Then I went to Cambridge, then I worked in banking and consulting. Then I won first prize at business school. So I was immersed in the mind. And the problem is that we start to identify with the mind. We start to believe we are the mind. And it's actually a big joke because, to use an analogy, thinking that you are the mind is like thinking you are a standalone PC in the mid 1980s, which runs on floppy disks. Some of you watching this will be too young to remember those, but they are completely separate. They're on a desk, they crash now and then. And that's how most of us see ourselves, separate PCs. The reality is that we are the internet. We are connected. We are everything. We are the cosmic intelligence. We are supreme consciousness. And we've somehow persuaded ourselves that we're standalone PCs. So, what happens when we apply the techniques which I've described in The Power of Moving On is that things start to happen more and more easily. So, for example, a year ago, I was on a program in California at Swamiji's temple, and I identified all the patterns which were running my life, and they all got they all became redundant. And what I noticed is suddenly I felt very, very empty. I also noticed that things were manifesting easily. You probably know the phrase, be careful what you wish for. I realized that I had to be very careful about the thoughts which I entertained because they would manifest very easily. So that's the really big shift. Instead of constantly analyzing and struggling and trying to make things happen, you get to a state where things are happening very, very easily because you are the intelligence running the cosmos.